Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have David. David is from Valencia in Spain. So let's see what David has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Yes? No?
Yes, yes.
It was telling me that I had to go to settings and whatever. It didn't allow me to click the microphone, man. Sorry. Yeah?
Not a problem. I was trying to tell you, click the microphone. Click the
Yeah,
microphone.
I was hearing you actually. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me, man.
Oh, I see. So hello, David. How are you?
I'm very good, man. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
Before we start the game, tell me where you are right now. My goodness, look your background. Tell me a little bit about it.
Actually, here, I wanted to. Okay, I don't know where is it. I think like that spot there is my van, but I don't have network in my van, so I had to find another spot. I am in Ibiza, in the Ibiza island, and in Calaconta is one of the most famous beaches here, actually.
Wow. But this lake behind you is a lake, isn't it?
No, it's the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, wow.
1 second. Look, this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I live in paradise, man.
You literally live in paradise.
Yes. Totally, man. I'm sorry. I feel so blessed, actually.
And that's the place where you're born and raised?
No, I am from Valencia, actually. It's really close to here. You even can see mainland from Ibiza, but I am from Valencia.
Right. And so you spent some time in Ibiza and sometimes Valencia. Walk me a little bit about your life.
Yeah. I mean, like, it depends. Not always, but since the pandemic, I was coming here for the half time of the year, So I spend the winters, part of the winters in Valencia, part of the winter traveling, and the summer season I spent in Ibiza, yeah.
Amazing. So, as you mentioned already about your van, so tell me a little bit about your journey. So you literally live in a van.
Yes. That came from the pandemic time, So I was like, I spent the first lockdown in my flat. I own an apartment in Valencia, and I spent the first lockdown then in Spain. We had like a really strong lockdown, the first one, and when they like let us free, I was like, man, if there is another lockdown, they are not gonna catch me here, So I rented the apartment out, and I moved. Actually, I moved 4 months to my car. I was sleeping in the forest in an air mattress, with my pillows and my, cover. Beautiful, under the stars. I needed that after the lockdown. Wow. And when the cold of the winter came, I was like, okay, I cannot sleep in winter like under the stars because sometimes rain, in Spain also. So I bought this van. So since then, I live in my van, yeah.
Wow. And tell me, and what do you do for work, for living, David?
Yes, for now I am really lucky, because I am not working now. I have my apartment in Valencia and it's rented, and I live from the rent.
I see. So since the lockdown, you've been living in a van and traveling around Spain.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't travel that much. Actually, I was coming to Ibiza and I was like traveling a little bit through Spain, but at that time it was not that allowed to travel, So I didn't travel super long trips still with the van. I will, but for now it's like another thing.
My God, I was checking your pictures in your van and I just felt like, oh my God, I wish I was there as well. It's such a, cozy place. I was like, my goodness, well, you literally made like your home.
Yeah, totally. I am so happy with my. It is like 5 square meters, but it's like $1 million view. I have like a little villa there, So I feel super blessed with my van, and I mean, like, it's not for everyone, because it's a small space. You don't have like all the facilities you have in an apartment. But I couldn't go back now to an apartment, So to sleep every night here in the sea, the waves. I don't know. You are like more in touch with nature, It's another completely different feeling as living in a city that I for sure I couldn't do it anymore for now.
Wow. I think you should make some notes to write a book in the future about your experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my friends always tell me that actually. Yeah, when I get older, maybe I think about that for sure. I had like a lot of adventures already in my head.
David, before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would you like you to tell me something interesting about yourself?
To hear something interesting about myself, no? Before starting. Mm, I don't know, man. I think like I was talking with a friend this morning about that. That I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I need like inputs in my life. So I cannot like stay. I get bored, from routines, and that's because I live like this, because I can like choose what I do in my daytime. I am so bad with routines, and I can handle my routines, but that someone tell me, no, you have to work here from 8 to 6 and this, and it's like, I cannot handle it, I don't know if a positive thing or a negative. At least it's making me live as I want, actually, so not following any path or whatever, and I like that.
Totally. I think they are not right or wrong. I think what matters here, you are following your intuition, the way you are, your truly self. So why not?
Yeah, totally. I
As
feel
long
like that.
as long as you are happy and you feel like you are doing the right thing, why not? They are not rules.
I am totally, and that's like a motto for my life, so I like to talk with myself, and ask me, are you happy? Are you living as you want, actually? And yeah, my dad died super young, and that changed my mind, and I live every day as it is the last, and that will be forever, I think, in my brain.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad that we connected around this time of your life. And I think, I can see through your eyes shining when you talk about your freedom.
Yay, William, that's right.
David, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yes, let's go.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Okay, full of random fun questions.
Yes.
I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Wait. It's gonna be funny.
Let's do it. Okay, Dave, before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah.
First question for you is, by the way, before that, when I was talking to you earlier and you sent this voice message saying, William, I'm trying to find a place, I'll be there soon. I felt so sweet. I was like, oh my God, he's trying to find a good place.
So that when I was like, jumping from rock to rock here, so yeah, I found a good one.
You've actually found a very good spot. My goodness, look at that view. Oh my goodness. Anyway, first question for you is, what is one food you could eat for the rest of your life?
Wow, if you ask me that in this moment of my life that I am like super fitness oriented, I will answer that. I have all like every day this kind of conversation with my friend, like, why you eat that? I am like super fitness oriented now, eating like super healthy stuff, a lot of protein, taking care about my nutrition. So that's for sure,
Do you like cooking?
Cookies.
Cooking. Do you like cooking?
I love cooking. Yeah.
Tell me, what do you like to cook the most? Tell me something that you could always cook and always be happy.
I mean, I am from Valencia, so I cook paella, for my friends and family. But that's a special occasion,
You know what? Through the show, I have so many people ask in the end of the show, they ask me a question, and a few people ask me, William, what's your favorite dish? Guess what? Paella.
Yeah.
Always been paella. And actually, I like paella when they mix seafood and meat as well together. That's for me the best paella.
That's super typical. If one day you come to Valencia, I have a good recommendation for you, a good restaurant for sure.
I thought you would say I would cook for you a good paella.
Oh, that's for sure, you know, but the restaurant is better than my paella. You know, I want you to have a good impression.
Next question, let's do it. Okay, David, next question is, what is the most beautiful thing someone has ever said to you?
My granny, you know, my granny told me once, and I don't even know if she remembers already, you know, but already years ago, she was like, hey, David, you know, and look your friends and look your family, they are having already like a super formal life, working, having a family, having their son or daughter, you know, and having an instructor, you know, and you don't like you travel the whole time. I was living in Berlin for a while. Now I came back. Now I moved to Ibiza. Now I moved, you know, and I'm the whole day like going and back, you know. And after a break, she was like, you know what? If I would be young, I would live like you, actually.
Which person in your family you are more close to?
Mommy.
Really?
Mommy and Granny are the woman of my life for sure.
Oh, do you have siblings as well, brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have one brother and two sisters. I love them, you know, but the connection I have with my mom is crazy.
Wow. And do all your siblings, they live in Valencia as well?
No, two of them live in London, actually, my two sisters.
Wow.
live in London, and my brother lives in Valencia, yeah. My brother is in Valencia.
You are the youngest, the oldest, in the middle?
I am in the middle. I am the second one, the second older. Like two guys first, my brother older, and two sisters afterwards.
Very good. Next one. Let's do it. Right. Before the next question, as I can see how much you enjoy, you know, living a van and exploring, you know, places that, you know, it's lifetime memories. But tell me the most challenging part for you to, you know, to be living in this lifestyle.
Ooh, the most challenging. Wow. Okay, let me think for a second, you know, because now I am like less than 3 years and now I am living the sweetness of all this, you know, the most challenging thing. I have sometimes I am scared that something happened to my band, you know, or like a car crash me or whatever, you know, that's a concern, a strong concern I have, you know, it's not like I live worried about it, but it's something I think like quick in my mind, like, wow, so if you crash, you know, where will you live, you know, and that's something that is in my mind for sure, you know, but everything is okay, so.
And how long did it take for you to get your van, everything ready to go?
Not long. Like everything ready and go. I can do it in 5 minutes.
I see.
You know, it's a small space, and you know, one secret about this life, this kind of lifestyle, is like to have a good order of your things. You know, if not, like I live in 5 square meter. So it's a really small space, so everything has to be on place, you know. So I take care of that for sure.
See. Okay. Next question for you is, who are you most thankful for and why?
Who are you most thankful for and why? I will go back to mommy, you know, so for sure, you know, so for everything. My mom like raised us alone, you know, my father was not that present, you know, so and she was like a lion, so for sure grateful for her.
When you're tell me, when you think about you said that you lost your dad when you were very young, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
When you think about him, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Well, he was such a smart guy, you know, so he was like brilliant. He had like a brilliant mind, you know, and I learned a lot of things from him. I have a lot of things from him, you know, so my mom raised me, but my dad had a great influence on me for sure.
I see. And talking about your mom, what's the biggest similarity between you and your mom and the biggest difference?
Similarities that we laugh a lot. We are smiling like pretty often, you know, and that from my mom for sure. And the difference, probably I was maybe because she always tell me like, I would like to live with like you. She couldn't, you know, even when she said, you know, I would like to live like you and this. And probably I was a little bit more brave to live this kind of lifestyle, a little bit more free. But also she had like 2 kids, you know, I don't have kids and I don't have like big responsibility with anyone, you know, so.
And she do talk to her very often?
I talk with her like almost every day.
Wow. Wow. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, David from Spain. Next question is, what can make you cry and what can make you really happy?
Cry can make me a hairbreak for sure.
Ooh.
And happy, man, little things like that, you know, that sunset I am seeing here, that I will share with you actually, because it's been beautiful actually. So that's for sure, like little things make me super happy. I always say the same, I feel super lucky because these kind of things are the, like maybe people is happy like spending 1,000 euros in a restaurant, in a fancy dinner, man. And with this, I am so happy actually.
Saying that, David, as you know, I can feel your energy. You have this, you know, positive, you know, a way of facing, approaching life. Tell me, what's the best part of being yourself? When you think about yourself, what's the best parts that you go like, you know what? I love this way of me.
That I am super positive, man. I'm super positive, you know, so I always have my down moments, you know, but I am a positive guy. I always like find the positive part of everything, even from the negative part, you know. So like they asked me, I made like a job interview for a super nice company like after the pandemic, and I was like, from the pandemic, that was actually it was like a really bad moment. Like I turned it up and ended up like living in the van and changing my lifestyle, and I always like find a way to get like the positive thing from everything.
Very good. Ready for another one? Let's do it. Next question. Next question is, what is the best compliment have you ever received?
The best compliment I have ever received. I forget about these kind of things that I, for sure, like something nice, but I don't know.
You don't be modest. You don't need to be modest.
Yeah, you know, I have like so bad memory for this kind of thing. So I am trying to think about like something close in the past, you know, and I don't know, you know, through Instagram and this kind of things, like people say a lot of things. So,
for example, I'm sure, you know, I was checking your profile. I could see some pictures. I could see some nice pose of yourself. Tell me something that the guys or the people approach you.
But guys are like over, you know, so you are a piece of art and you are like, they say a lot of things, you know, but I forget about that, you know, I don't take it that serious.
What's your star sign?
Sorry, my star sign is Gemini. It's in 3 weeks with my birthday, 21st of June. So like summer solstice.
Oh, wow. Very soon then.
Very soon, 40.
40 years old. Wow, getting there. And for you, how do you like celebrating your birthday? Is something that you like celebrate, or is just another day?
Since the last few years, you know, I start like having this kind of romantic feeling about my birthday, you know, like a special day. And for sure, like last year was beautiful, and my friends like organized like something super beautiful in the forest, you know, we gathered together there, and there were like a couple of musicians and we were playing instruments, and it was beautiful. So, and it was unexpected, you know, so I don't like to plan things, you know, but I would like to gather again, like in 3 weeks, all my friends. I really want to see the last sunset of my 30s, you know, so for sure we are going to be close to here, and yeah, it's a special day actually lately.
In Spain, for example, in England, 40 is a big part, it's a big deal. In Spain as well?
it is, you know, but this year, like a lot of friends were 40 this year, you know, and hey, they were like so obsessed about their parties, you know, and it was like such a compromise because like two of them, for example, they had the celebration in the same day. And they were
Wow.
like, no, you have to come to Madrid. No, you have to come to Barcelona. It was so special if you come, you know. And they put me in a situation that it was like, man, I don't want to celebrate it. And I don't want to put anyone in that situation, you know. So I'm going to chill down. And the people who is in Ibiza, they can join and ready. But yeah, like people is really like hardcore celebrating that for sure.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, which question would you like to be asked?
I don't know, about traveling. Maybe I love to talk about like traveling or future plans or like this kind of things. Is like the topics I like almost the most.
Okay, so my question to you is, through this, you know, this journey that you started, you know, living a van, exploring Spain, tell me a moment that you're never gonna forget, a moment that you go like, you know what, this moment, since we started your journey, I'm sure you have a lot of, you know, special moments, but tell me something that always stays in your heart.
You know, there are a lot, you know, but I always remember like one night because it was so special. I like stars, you know. I like to lay under the stars, you know, like without the moon there, so you can see like perfect the stars. And I love lighthouses, you know, and I have like one there actually. And we were in Formentera. It's like a little island close to Ibiza. And we were in like watching the sunset in this like super cute lighthouse, and we stayed after the sunset till it was super dark, and we went under the lighthouse, and we were like laying on the floor and watching the craziest stars, you know, with all the Milky Way going down like and besides that, you know, it was the lighthouse, the lights going like around it like this. It was like science fiction, man. It will always stay in my mind for sure. You know, it was like one of the most beautiful skies I have seen.
Wow, beautiful, very beautiful. I think those moments you never forget. This could, you know what I mean? Those moments always is gonna be in our mind for sure. Ready for another one? Yeah.
My telephone said like 1 minute ago that it was less than 10% of battery.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's carry on. Oh my goodness, there's a way for you to charge or not? We can stop like for you to go to the van, so you can find a good spot there and everything. Okay, and we can carry on because I'm glad that somehow your battery was finishing, because now we can finish and carry on with the interview in your van, in your safe place. And I'm glad I can see somehow in the back as well. Beautiful, amazing.
Yes, you see the sunset there.
Wow, amazing. Okay, David, so I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it. Before the next question, I believe you are a gay guy, yes?
Yes.
So tell me, for you, how was growing up as a gay boy, you know, in Valencia? Tell me, did you have the support of your family? Walk me through a little bit about your journey.
It was pretty chill, you know, because but I go back to the other question, you know. So one of my good things is that I am a really positive guy, you know. So it was like, it was a nice, it was like chill and natural, and there was like with my family I didn't go out that easy, but because it was like it was a problem, you know. My mom catch me with another guy, and I was so like embarrassed.
Really? Tell me about it. How did it happen?
Because we were 17, you know, and we were like making out everywhere, you know, and we were making out in my living room, you know, like my mom, my granny, my brother, everyone at home. And we were kind of like, going like, yes. We were horny, you know. So there was like this moment when my mom wanted a cigarette, and she came up, like she opened the door of the living room and saw things that she didn't want to see.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but my mom is super chill, and I like she always tell me like, yeah, I'm so happy that you are gay, and we have like a super sweet relationship. Also because I don't know, like gay guys, like I understand me super well with my mom. My brother is straight, and they have a good relationship, but it's not that close as my one, you know. So yeah, there was like this confusion that I was like super embarrassed, and I couldn't tell her before. But it's like it was, except that experience, it was perfect. I always say the same, you know. So being gay made me. I don't know how it's now, like being gay and young and like being a teenager gay, you know. But for me, it was like a push to have a different lifestyle, you know. I like to focus my life in a different way, you know. I was sure that I wouldn't have like an standard, normal, straight, normative life, you know. So and I like that.
Very good. Okay. Next question is talking about relationship, about being caught having sex with a friend. Next question is, what do you consider most romantic?
The most romantic.
Yeah, what do you consider most romantic?
Yeah, someone that love you as you are, you know, so that doesn't want to change you and that accept like all kind of like all aspects of your life, you know, and don't try to put you in a jail, you know. So that's the most romantic thing, is that someone that loves you as you are and let you free, you know. So I didn't found it yet.
Do you consider yourself to be a romantic person?
Super romantic.
Tell me something romantic that have you done to someone that this person went like, oh my God, that was very romantic. Do you remember something?
I mean, with my last relationship, you know, I was like, wow, I was so in love, you know, and I was like doing like super sweet things the whole time to him, like to the birthday. Yeah, I organized always like super nice, like I don't know, like she was a little bit like obsessed, concerned also because she was not that like to the detail, you know, she was not that romantic, and she was like, he was like, and you always do this super sweet things. I was like, it's like natural for, it's not an effort, you know. So, but yeah, I did a lot of things, a lot of things.
Okay. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next one, tell me, I don't think I've been to Spain, a few places in Spain, but I'm not sure, and I don't think I've been to Valencia. Or if I pass by, maybe I just passed by Valencia. But tell me, if I would come to Valencia for the very first time, yeah, tell me what's something that I should see, I should visit. What the postcard of Valencia?
The thing you should do is like to join me in a bike tour, you know, bicycle tour through Valencia. You know, I am a super good guide from my city, you know, so I will like bring you, like there are like 3 really special neighborhoods that I will show. They're like a huge, like there was a river crossing Valencia that like in the 60s, like there was a flood and it was a little bit dangerous, and they decided to move it outside the city, you know, that's not that normal, you know, but they moved the river out and they built a park, you know, so the city has like a huge 6-kilometer park, long park, and it's via the beach, is there. There are a lot of super nice restaurants. Paella is from Valencia. Don't eat paella in other places, you know. So you have to eat paella in Valencia, yes. And we are really purist about that, you know. So we are like really strict about how to do paella. So to eat, if it's your favorite dish, you have a good reason to go to Valencia, actually.
Okay, done now. I'm going, actually, next week, I'm going to go to Gran Canaria for a few days. And in the
Nice.
future, maybe this year, I'll find a way to come to Valencia. And for sure, I would like to try the paella.
Yes. To ask me, I will help you anything I can.
Okay? I will. Okay, people can see now. It's recording. You're promising.
Yes, I know.
Next question for you is, usually, what is the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
When I wake up, the first thing I think about, like probably about eating, having a coffee and eat, and having my breakfast. That's the first step always.
Do you consider yourself to be more a day or night person?
I go to bed late, so if I consider myself to be like both but I am not like early bird, so I don't wake up early. So probably like around 9:30, and
Yeah.
I go to bed like around at least 2, between 1 and 2.
I see. Okay.
I like my nights for sure.
Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Last question. Let's do it. But before the last question, people watch the interview right now. Maybe they want to, to after watching this interview, they can see how much you like, what I mean, being in a van, exploring. Tell me what would be your best piece of advice for those people who'd you like maybe to start a journey like you or to adventure themselves, you know what I mean, a van. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
First, it was clear for me that it would work because I spend like a lot of holidays in nature, so for me it's something super super important, and for sure it's something that you feel, if it's not your lifestyle, probably the most intelligent thing they can do if they are not sure is like to try for a weekend, like to rent a van and try it for a weekend, that's for sure. And then if they feel it, man, it's like go for it. I always like when someone come to my van, like because here like past walking like a lot of people like during the day, and people sometimes stop and talk with me and this, and they were like, I always wanted this, it's a dream. And man, if it's your dream, do it, because it's life changing, So for me, it changed everything, it changed my relationship with nature, my mood, everything, So if you feel it that it will be something for you, man, do it for sure.
Very good. Last question for you is, tell us something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
Wow. I could say like several, because I try to live my life in a way that I can be proud of myself, So I did several. I'm gonna tell you a stupid one, actually. It's like I won a reality show in Spain, and it was like a super nice experience.
Really?
Yes. I won like one reality. Like it was super cool. They brought us to Argentina, and I always wanted to do something like that because I like to this kind of extreme experiences, So to put me and my mind to the extreme, and it was like such a super nice experience, Like with 15 like unknown people, that some of them became friends, and it was like cool. It was super cool to win. There were like some guys like talking shit, so it was like pretty nice.
So tell me a little bit about this reality show.
We had to build a floating bridge to an island. They brought us to Argentina, to Patagonia, and there was a lake, and we were living in the lake for a month, and we had the mission to build a 300 meters long bridge to an island in the middle of the lake.
My God! And how was the competition? Like, how did it happen for people to be leaving the show and you get to the final? What was the main thing?
They were not nominees and these kind of things. It was like a team group. So it was like a team game, So we had to work together to together build the bridge. And at the end, between us, we were voting ourselves to be the winners.
Oh my God, that's interesting. Oh wow, which year was that?
That was 2017, 5 years ago. No, 6 years ago already.
Wow, I'm gonna double check. I'm sure that's available on YouTube. I can't wait to see it.
There are some clips in YouTube for sure.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Very good. I'm glad that you said that. Now that I'll check it out for sure. Or you can send me a link that I can see it. Amazing. Very good. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Perfect.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with life.
Life.
Yeah, one word for life.
Beautiful.
Love.
Wow. Yeah, a dream.
Okay. Money.
Important.
Family.
The best.
One word for sex.
Fun.
Religion.
That is something personal. I couldn't say a word. Let me think. Complicated.
Politics.
Politics? Okay, not politicians. Politics, okay. Politics is interesting.
Okay. Fear.
Fear. Have to skip that. We have to be strong, not to fear, not to be...
Fearless.
What's that?
Fearless.
Fearless, yeah, we have to be fearless, exactly, yeah.
One word for success.
Happiness.
Friendship.
Wow, that's family.
Desire.
The game.
Okay. Regrets.
No regrets.
One word for wish.
Wish is like fight. Fight for your wish.
Happiness. One word.
That's what we all should look for, So it's life.
Okay. One word for Valencia.
Paella.
I was about to say that, paella, of course. One word for Ibiza.
Paradise.
One word for Spain.
It's a cool country, Spain, for sure. Cool.
And the last one now. One word for your van, or for your experience, for your journey, that the life you're living right now, living a van. If you could define everything in one word, what it would be?
Present. It's my present. Probably it will not be my future, and it's not my past. It's my present.
Beautiful. Let's pretend now I'm going to Valencia, yeah, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have some paella, and after that I'm gonna meet your lovely mom for a coffee, yeah, and I'm gonna ask her, what is the most beautiful thing about David, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What should say?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the best thing is probably she will say the same of me. Like, I am really lovely, and I love I care about my family, and she will say that I am a good person for sure, And something I had, probably she will say that I have, how do you say that? I smile a lot, but when I get angry, it's bad.
Oh,
so, for sure with the people I have like a good relationship, more confidence, is with the one I saw more this face, and yeah, she don't like that. She doesn't like that.
And what can make David very angry?
Injustices, so something that I don't think is fair, so that makes me angry for sure, so from like lying, from bad things, when people make things that doesn't fit with my way, with my point of view, with my way of live my life, it's like, I cannot shut up, I am not the typical, the guy who is like staying shy, I don't say everything. No, I need to like make it out.
David, I don't want to see you angry, okay?
No, please not.
Let's play now, David, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, tell me a little bit about your tattoos.
Some of them has no explanation, so I discovered a guy who did this kind of tattoos, and I fell in love with the style, and this arm is just like a piece of art, so I let the arm to him, like, okay, you do whatever you want. I had my ideas, I wanted like a flower, a lamb, but like the design is more or less his. And there are like some of them, like this is when I was living in Berlin. This is the symbol of the sun, you know, and I missed that when I was living in Germany. I have like the symbol of the TV show I was involved here, my
Wow.
Mayan, my Mexican horoscope. I have my summer in Ibiza. I was selling mojitos like the last summers in Ibiza, and this is like a resume, like a brief, like a palm tree, a sunset, a mojito, like everything. And yeah, some of them, this is like in Nepal. I was traveling also, you know, I like to travel, you know, so most of them are like from that.
All right. You can ask me a question now.
Okay, how everything started, all the interview things.
Do you have another 2 hours to talk about?
I have time actually. Like,
Right. It's
I,
interesting. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Say.
is it a long time you are doing it for long, or is something like that came up?
No, no, no. No, because I said do have time because I want to talk a lot about it. But anyway, I think you know it's interesting when I see you like you know talking so passionate about your life right now, what you're doing, your journey right now, and it's so interesting because I always, when I see people doing something that they love, you know, I always been fascinated about that. Yeah. And it's very interesting because through my life, I always thought to myself, my goodness, what I came to this world for? What is my thing? What I'm going to leave to the world, you know? And I always admire those people who, you know, they work the job, they love it, they do something that they like it. And I was always asking myself about that. And I strongly believe that all of us, yeah, we can do different things in life, different careers, and still be happy and still feel like, wow, I love what I do. 2020, when the world went upside down because of the COVID situation, I was already thinking about doing something creative on like on YouTube, something that I could express myself, I could connect with people, but I didn't know what. I didn't know what could I do, which project I could do to, you know, to express myself and connect with people. Again, nature. So here in London, in England during the lockdown, you could leave the house just one time per day for exercise, outdoors, like to run and everything. So I was going for a run every day in the park, and one of those runs, this idea came along. And I'm never gonna forget the moment because I remember I was running. You know, when you do exercise, your brain thinks properly, everything's fresh, it's nice. And I was running and I think, my goodness, what am I going to do? And suddenly this idea came along, and I was like, oh my God. Now I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna create questions, I'm gonna, research some questions, and I'm gonna start a show where I can, ask people around the world and see what their point of views are. And guess what? I remember, so everything started from a dark time, because, this time everyone was going through a lot of, dark times during the COVID situation. And I can see your neighbor passing by, your car.
Yeah.
So
it's more or less the same of me. From at that time, you brought like a good idea, no?
Absolutely. I think that all of us, we were facing dark times, like very challenging, but at the same time as well, a lot of creativity came along. A lot of people, they start to express themselves, and it was so fascinating to see on social media, on TV, personal trainers doing their things online, a lot of people traveling, doing their stuff, like living in place that they never thought they would live. So that's how it starts, the Magic Box. It starts this way, you know what I mean? For me, it was just, and I can tell you, it's a dream coming true every single day. You have no idea how powerful, how happy I feel, connect with so many people around the world and see the way they are living their life, express their point of views. And it's amazing. So if I would see someone doing that, I would go like, oh my God, I would love to be doing that. You know what I mean? Because it's so fascinating. I love, you have no idea how much, for me, it feeds me. It feeds my soul. It feeds my personality. You know what I mean? And I could do that for 24 hours, no stop, because for me, it gives me energy. I love doing the Magic Box. So that's how it started.
That's super sweet, William.
Oh, did you enjoy the interview?
A lot. It was like an experience. So I'm always open for new experiences. So I'm super glad that you contact me. So thank you very much, man.
No, thank you so much for you, because since the first time when I contact you, you're very sweet. You're very like, I could feel your energy already from there. I was like, oh my God, he's an energetic guy. I'm sure he got to have a lot to talk. And it's, as you said, being positive, you have no idea how powerful it is, because you never know where it can take you. When you are approachable, when you say yes, say yes to things that comes through your life. You never know, you'll be connecting with, a best good friend. You could be connected with people that, can leave memories in your life. Could be a partner, could be a best friend, could be anything. You never know, and when you're approachable, your life can go in a very good, great direction. I got goosebumps now, you see, saying that. It's powerful.
I will remember that. I will remember that for sure. Yeah, that's like for sure, like also my lifestyle. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
So I would say that to everyone that I always say that to my beloved, so there is only one life, so try to live your best version, so don't get old and think, hey man, I could have done things differently, or I could have done less work and more like enjoy, or less that and more that, just like follow your intuition, follow your heart, so and do whatever makes you happy, so that's for sure.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti, William.
Thanks so much, and I see you in Valencia sometime for the paella, okay? I won't forget.
I wait for that message for sure.
Amazing. Take care and enjoy your evening, okay? It was a pleasure, David. Thanks so much, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Take care. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.